Hey guys, this is IrieStarcraft and I'm back to cast another game for you. This one is going to be a Masters level 2v2 and it will be on Tyrador Keep. And this is one of the new maps for 2v2s. It's actually like a 6-player map. As you can see, it's got 3 main bases. And so let me introduce the players. It is going to be Joniiboy, the red Terran player, and Raynor, the blue Zerg spawning in the top right, and on the bottom it will be Pichu, the purple Protoss, and InQuisiTeR, the teal Terran. Now I've been messing around with my mic volume and placement a lot, and I think I found a better spot for it, so hopefully the levels in this video turn out to be just perfect. And anyway, this Overlord will be scouting the correct direction, and we'll find this awesome base down here. Okay, you guys, I've been neglecting a little bit of my YouTube channel. I haven't been posting as many videos as I normally would, and a lot of that's because I've been spending this time doing these tournaments, which usually take like 3.5 hours of straight casting. So I've been using up all my mojo, all my juices on the tournaments. And I think I'm going to lay back on them. It's not panning out that well. I actually was really looking forward to doing the sponsored Masters 2v2 tournament for Zeke, and I'm not going to be doing it because there's another caster that's more popular than I am. Even though I don't even know if he's a caster, Orb. I just know that he like broadcasts his own games, and he has fancy picture-in-picture thing on the bottom right where you can like see his face. Maybe it's time, guys. Maybe it's time that I get a webcam and you guys can see my face. So let me know if anyone cares about that, if you want to see what I look like, so you don't get too scared. Actually, it just seems like putting a face to a voice maybe give me a little bit more personality for you guys. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm totally just off topic here. But Raynor has gone for a fast hatch. As you can see, Pichu is apparently reporting that to his teammate. And I don't know what we were fighting right there. That was crazy. That was crazy, man. But we are going to be building a meaty, not really a wall. This is not a wall. There's not a wall at all. I think they were thinking maybe wall and then fast hatch. Nah, we don't need to. So play it by ear, man. Nothing wrong with that. Meanwhile, up here we have a mini wall. Not really a wall. Just another building placement at the front of the ramp. But if you're not going to build a wall, hey, at least you get vision of your ramp. Not that they didn't need it with this Overlord. But yeah, so let's see, what do we have here? We have a factory on the way for Joniiboy, already going double gas. I definitely expect to see some blue flame Hellions on the way. If not, it will be Hellions into Banshees, most likely. Banshees seems like a pretty strong play on this map as well, as there's space down here, you can hide the Banshees. And so yeah, I've played a couple of games on this map. I'm sure most of you have played this one by now. It looks like a 4-gate is on the way for Pichu. But like I said, there's 3 main bases here, and then the rush distance, I guess, between 2 adjacent ones, these 2, is not very far at all, especially if you break down these rocks right here at the front and center. I guess it's not that much farther around here. Whatever, man. You know, we're just now starting at metabolic boost, so that is extremely late. We are macroing hardcore. Raynor is droning up like crazy, man. How many drones? 27? It looks like more than it is. But we're going to go ahead and occupy the watchtowers. Always a good idea. 4-gate will be done here in just a second, and down here for InQuisiTeR we do have Vikings on the way, a preemptive Vikings, so we are gambling on the Banshee attack, and we have a Medivacs on the way from Joniiboy. Very interesting here. Very interesting. We are going for a Medivac. It looks like he is going for a Marine, a drop rush, possibly? There is 1 tank out here. There's no siege mode, so I wonder what he's going to do with this. Is he going to take 1 tank and 4 Marines and drop it, or just go for a Marine drop? Something like that is going to happen, because you don't rush a medevac like that unless you're going to do a sneaky drop and try and take out the probes. It will be cool though. And a lot of sentries are out for Pichu, and that usually is a sign of a fast expansion. But it looks like he's going to go ahead and try and attack with all of these sentries. They will be very powerful if I don't even see a roach one for Raynor, so he really has not built any units. But he is going to see this attack moving out. I guess he's not. What happened to those Zerglings? There was a Zergling there. But oh, the Viking's going to give the high ground vision, and InQuisiTeR is going to siege up tanks at this expansion. Raynor is going to have to evacuate the drones. A great play right there. The Spire is just now going down for Raynor, so that is going to be a while. And the tanks look like they are going to be able to kill this hatchery uncontested. There are no Zerglings to try and swarm this army down here at all, and at this point it would probably be a bad idea. Pretty well protected here. And just abusing this ledge and using the Vikings for the vision. Here comes some tanks from Joniiboy trying to siege up to defend this. I don't know what these Zerglings think they're going to do, try and soak up some shots, but it looks like Joniiboy is able to kill one tank up there. One tank down there, excuse me, and now a hallucination is done for Pichu just to make sure to give that vision. Very nicely done. They're going to deny that hatchery, and it looks like what they are thinking about moving on to the main. Uh-oh. Raynor's, now his main lair is exposed to these tanks on the low ground, and he really needs to get these mutalisks out right now so he can deny this vision. The queen going down right there to the Marines. Uh-oh. This is trouble for the top team. And what is going on here? It looks like we're trying to make a counterattack at the same time with Zerglings, and the sentries using the hallucinated zealots and force fields to prevent a surround. Nice play right there by Pichu. I did miss the start of that fight, but I caught the end of it. It looks like Raynor is going to try and re-expand up in this location, showing the power of tanks. And oh, here comes some Vikings now from Joniiboy. Going to be able to pick off that Viking from InQuisiTeR. Careful there, Mutas. And now it will cost him a scan if he wants to shoot up to this high ground, because the air superiority is back to the team on the top right. So this is not over. This is not over. They're not going to be able to finish off this lair, which would have maybe been a death blow. Let's see if he brings some drones back. He doesn't really need to. He's not oversaturated here. So gonna just re-pump out some drones there, and whoa, Joniiboy sending his expansion clear across the map, and nobody's gonna notice that. I don't think I wonder. Actually, I think this Marine may have caught the tail of this command center. I do not know for sure. Either way, what do we have in the tech routes? Meanwhile, that whole time Pichu has really been beefing up his economy, finishing the forge right now. And InQuisiTeR, more Marines, more tanks, can't really go wrong there. And now we have a Banshee on the way. And another starport. And it looks like Joniiboy is going to start pressing out here. I don't know if this is the smartest idea. He wants to try and maybe set up a container. He wants to take out this proxy pylon, and he's going to run into a large force of zealots, sentries, and stalkers. Bad idea. Trying to get his tanks out of there. He is losing a lot of them, but actually the force field's sort of helping the escape there, but I don't think he's going to be able to get away from this one. Stalkers are too fast. You can siege up these two in the back. He's going to siege up this one in the front. And he will be able to save some of that. So it looks like, are we going to do this again? Are we seriously going to do this again? This is just mean. This is just mean. Putting tanks all over this low ground. And gonna deny this hatchery again, it looks like. But they need some vision. Raynor does have a bunch of banelings sitting here. I like this. I like all the banelings. He needs to bring them out though. It's time to make something happen. You can't just sit here and let these tanks shell away at your main base. They could even go for this one again. We will see. It looks like they're actually gonna pull back. Tanks, Marines are going to pull back. These SCVs are transferring clear across the middle of the map and completely giving away the position of this base. Joniiboy This is a big no-no, you guys. You do not want to do this. You need to be very, very careful if you're trying to take a sneak expansion and send workers over to it, because obviously he just gave it away by running by the watchtower here that InQuisiTeR has. So you need to be sure that you have control of the watchtowers. You need to be 100% sure that your SCV train is not going to get scouted. That has been seen up here, yeah. There goes Banshee's going to start doing work on these SCVs, and oh, he's got a bunch of Marines and tanks to make sure they all die as well. So that didn't pan out there for Joniiboy, unfortunately. But either way, he does have this defense set up here at the front, and that will prove difficult to break, but in the long run, not so good, as their economy has been extremely stifled by the tank harass. We have Blink actually already finished here for Pichu. And do we even have a robotics facility? I don't even think we do. So we're all gateway units, sentries and stalkers. And I think it's about time here for the bottom team to try and make a push. They should be able to actually just steamroll this army at the front, I think, and end this. There is a dropship with Marines loading up here for Joniiboy. We'll see where that ends up going. But I find it impossible right now for the bottom team to lose this game. Here comes the mutas are going to fly into a lot of Vikings here. Actually, there's only 3 of them left. The problem is there's a bunch of Marines down here for the mutas. They cannot really keep the Vikings back without getting shot out from the low ground. He needs help from Joniiboy's Vikings, who are just sitting here. Oh, Joniiboy. Ooh, blinking up is Pichu with the stalkers, and he could actually just bring these stalkers up here. There's not enough back here to defend. And it looks like this army is going to come back around. Meanwhile, this dropship is going around the left side. And Vikings engaging in the middle. It looks like InQuisiTeR is going to lose those, unfortunately for him. Bye-bye, Vikings. And I don't want to miss this drop going on over here. This is their last chance to make anything happen. Is if this Marine drop can get in here and kill a bunch of main buildings and force them to retreat. That's pretty much their only shot, I think, at this point. Now, it looks like they are going to go after the main Zerg base. The mutas trying all the best they can to deny that. There's way too many Marines down here for these mutas. The tanks now, with the vision and the stalkers, are all blinking up into the main base. These Zerglings are in big trouble if they try and come down and help on these stalkers. The tanks will blow them to smithereens. That's why they're sitting up there. The mutas are trying to take on the stalkers, but it does not look like there's going to be enough. And now the trash talking commences. The trash talking on the tank strategy with the vision. Raynor, not a very happy camper. And that, it looks like, is going to be it. So a rage quit to end this game. Only fitting, only fitting. I did miss this drop play. It looks like he was beginning to do work down here. It's just, would have been a major, major uphill battle there. And it doesn't help that Joniiboy sent all his SCVs across the map. And you should think about taking, you know, this base up here maybe. Or if you're going to take this base, if you're going to try and sneak this base, run your SCVs around this, queue up a path, run them around and up in here like that. Or if that wasn't open, you know, run them, at least run them around along this wall. Don't run into this. I don't know what the vision is on this watchtower. I don't know. Maybe they couldn't sneak by. Maybe it's just a bad idea to send the SCVs to begin with. You know, man. Either way, good game. Thank you, Pichu, for sending me this game. It was a pleasure to cast. That is going to do it for me. This is IrieStarcraft, and peace out.